I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. We will now be moving on to roll call. President Wadsworth. I'm here. Vice President Fees is here. Treasurer Self.
Here.
Secretary Emanuele. Chief of Staff Pena is not here. Chief Justice Nolan. Here. College Counsel Rossi. Here. Senator Walke. Senator Guntert. Here. Senator Yella. Here. Senator Totino. Here. Pro Tem Schnorr is excused. Senator Walters. Here. Senator Miles. Excused. Senator Fisher. Here. Our advisor. CFB. Here. Wildcat Media. Here. Web. Here. Wildcat Esports. Here. Our SAC rep is not here. And Res Life is not here. We will now move on to the approval of minutes and agenda. Do we have any discussion for this? If not, I would like to ask for a motion to amend the agenda. The impeachment process, Bill 2324-06, was moved to policy. Is that a so moved? So moved by Senator Fisher. Do I have a second? Seconded by Senator Totino. Do we have any discussion on this motion? Seeing no discussion on this motion, does anybody oppose unanimous consent? Seeing none, that passes 6-0-0. We will move back into the approval of minutes and agenda for today. Do we have any discussion? Seeing no, Senator Fisher?
I want to motion that to remove the resolution of the liquidation of clothes from the agenda.
It's removed, dude.
It can't, it's, on my screen it is, there.
Senator Fisher, on the current agenda for 11/30/23, I do not see the liquidation process.
I'm on it right now.
Hold on. Please hold. Oh, no, you're right, at the very end. It's at the very, very end.
And head committees.
It's as a PDF, so if you update something in the Google Docs, it won't update as a PDF. I will allow that motion to come onto the floor. Do we have a second? Seconded by Senator Guntert. Do we have any discussion on this motion? Senator Guntert.
The bill for removal of head committee is also on there still. Can I amend the motion to remove both of those from?
Do I have a second? Seconded by Senator Walke. Do we have any discussion on the motion to amend the previous motion? Seeing none, we will go into voting for the amendment. This is voting to approve the amendment to the motion, so you're not voting on the actual motion. All those in favor? All those who oppose? And all those who abstain? That motion passes 6-0-0. We will move back into discussion of the original motion. It is now amended to include both the liquidation and removal of head committee. Do we have any discussion? Seeing none, we will move into a period of voting for this motion. All those in favor? All those who oppose? And all those who abstain? That motion passes 6-0-0. Both of those will be removed from the agenda considering they have already been voted on. Do we have any further discussion on the approval of the minutes and agenda? Seeing none, all those who approve the minutes and agenda? All those who oppose? And all those who abstain? This motion passes 6-0-0. We will now move on to announcements. We have no announcements. We will now move on to guest speakers. We have no guest speakers. We will now move on to executive reports. President Wadsworth.
I keep reaching for a wired mic. I don't know why. Hi, everyone. So glad to see you all today. So although this is our second to last Senate meeting, there is still tons of projects for on my plate. So obviously we've been working with Web, and thank you. I want to say first of all, thank you to Avi and the rest of Web for helping me this week, because seriously, could not have done it without you guys, and Ben too. Really appreciate it. So first of all, the library extended hours are starting this week. Starting Friday. So you all should take advantage of them. We are really excited about partnering with them again this year to bring back the free coffee in the library for those times, those extended hours for students to study during finals week. I know Suj is very happy about that. The other thing is, yesterday we opened up the career clothing closet. We're very excited about this, super happy to, again, create that partnership. So for those that don't know, the Career Clothing Closet, which say that 3 times fast, the Career Clothing Closet is a place where students can go to get blazers loaned out to them for a week at a time, so that they can go and have interviews and feel prepared and confident and ready and have all the tools that they may need to succeed. We're really excited about this. Although the project and the agreement, I'll say, is still being finalized, we're really excited that all the blazers are here. All the blazers are ready and they look great. We're super excited. There's also clothing in there available for students to just take. So if you are in need of blouses or things like that, we are accepting donations for those items too. So if you have any new or gently used clothing that you would like to donate, I encourage you all to do so. And in return, you can go up to the closet at any point in time, any student can, to take an item of clothing that you might need, again, to feel ready and prepared for any interview or first day on the job. We worked with an amazing, generous and anonymous donor from the alumni office who donated all of these blazers and really wanted to kickstart this project. So thank you to them. We really appreciate it. Sorry. So we're, again, really excited about that, but we want everybody to spread the word about this project and make sure that all students know that this is a resource for them. So come career fair, come interview season, this is a great place for students to go. Mm-hmm. Working right now on a wellness vending machine. So that is a project that is going to be in gear over the winter break while I'm here. And what it's going to be is a wellness vending machine, a vending machine that's going to be located in the student center. That's wonderfully, the machine itself has been donated by American Food and Vending, who does all of our other vending on campus. And we are working as SGU per the reserves bowl, sorry, my brain, to get some products in there, such as Aleve and eventually Plan B, so COVID tests and Band-Aids and ice packs and things like that, so that students always have access to those medications when the wellness center might be closed. Although there will be a small cost, whatever we pay for it is what you would pay for it, so we're breaking even, so that this is a sustainable project. But overall, we're very excited about it. So I think that is all from me today. I yield.
Alrighty, we will now move on to the Vice President report. Hi guys, I have really no report today. I'm just really wrapping up some policy-related projects, mostly the impeachment bill. We took that back to policy. I'll talk a little more about that during my committee report. But I do want to echo the career closet, what Bailey said. Though I wasn't able to be there for the opening of it, I do want to say how proud I am of the student government and Bailey for helping to, and alumni services, for coming together and getting this closet ready. This has been something that has been in the talks for years now, and I think this is a great step towards professionalism equity on this campus. I know a lot of us are, in college, and therefore a lot of us are also broke, and professional clothes cost a lot of money, so I just want to give kudos and congratulations to all those who came together, all the working pieces that came together to get that closet up and running, because I know students certainly will appreciate having that readily accessible now on this campus. So I'll yield. We'll move on to Treasurer Self.
Greetings, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed their break last week. You should hear from Kayla in Auxiliary Services next week pertaining to stipends. If you're picking up yours next week, you'll get an email from her saying your check is ready to be picked up. If you have done direct deposit, you do not have to worry about picking it up in Auxiliary. You should get an email confirming if it's been put into your account. If you, clubs and orgs, we have been advised to move back to our old system for PRs. So that involves club treasurers and club advisors. So you'll see on the list, it says club treasurers and club advisors. So for now, the system will be your treasurer for your group will move it to your advisor, and then your advisor will be moving it to me. From there, I'll move it to our SGU's advisor, which will then go to auxiliary services. That's a mouthful. Holy HUD. So this will hopefully not last too long. We're in discussions at the moment. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time. I'll be talking to Mary Beth hopefully tomorrow when I attend the meeting on campus to see the status on our reserves pool. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck. I yield.
All right, we will now move on to our secretary.
I have a little bit of an informal report, just for the senators. When you and anyone else who gives reports, just know they are due by Sunday at midnight. Otherwise, you will be written down as no report. And if you want to submit any bills or legislation or resolutions, please make sure they are sent in by Tuesday in the afternoon. Also, if you do not have a report, you do not need to write no report in the Google form. I yield.
Alrighty, our chief of staff is not here. We will now move on to our chief justice.
No report.
Our college counsel.
No report.
Our advisor. We will now move on to committee reports. Student success. If anybody from that committee would like to give a report. We will put that down as no report. Budget committee.
Greetings again. The Budget Committee had its last meeting last night and have worked on a budget amendment that will affect stipends from week 12 to 15. Though this bill will not be seen this semester, it will appear on the table next semester. If you have any questions, reach out to me at any time. Have a great rest of your week.
Class gift.
We are working on trying to get logistics together so we can have the gift ready by graduation.
Student center advisory committee.
No report.
Wellness and inclusion.
Hello. This week's meeting was the last for this semester. We'll pick up again for starting next semester, and it will be the same date and time, so bi-weekly Tuesdays, 11 to 12, in the conference room.
Food committee.
No report.
Safety and facilities. Anyone?
Tomorrow will be one of our last meetings of the semester, and then Friday, tomorrow, 11 to 2, also in the conference room.
We will now move on to policy committee. Hi guys. So Tuesday was the last policy committee of the semester. Hopefully next semester we'll get that up and running as soon as possible. I'm debating on doing bi-weekly meetings or weekly meetings. We just have a lot of stuff that we need to get through for policy committee. We talked about the impeachment bill that got tabled to us. Mostly we spoke about what we would do in the case that the voting process on an impeachment through the student body doesn't close if we never meet that I think it was 10% of the student body I wrote down. So we talked about that. We also talked about whether or not it was appropriate to, put in the Constitution things about the student code of conduct, considering that student government is not allowed to have access to those documents and those reports. So it would be very speculative at that point. So we talked a lot about that. And then we also talked about whether or not polling should be allowed to help close a voting period for this time. We made some really tough decisions, but we did come to some general consensus. I am going to talk to our advisor about it when we get a meeting time set up for the executive board sort of session, and we'll talk about that student code of conduct piece of it, as opposed to different wording of that to make it a little less, on that nose. So I will get back to you guys, and hopefully that'll be on the table as soon as possible. So, and then tomorrow, I forgot to include this in my vice president report. Tomorrow I'm meeting with some club leaders to talk about CFB reforms. I'm hoping that we can come to an agreement there, and then we will start introducing that generally next semester. My hope is by this coming budget season in like March or April, we'll have that passed, and CFB will hopefully be working on a better system. So we will take a look at that. As it stands, stay funky fresh. Forgot to put that on my previous report, and I yield. Moving on to org reports, Web.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh, that's very loud. Hey, everyone. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving break. Webb has hosted Late Night at Poly this past Monday, where we had Glow Bowling and VR gameplay from Beyond Reality. Both events were very popular, and we hope to bring them again next semester. Other than that, today we have Casino Night happening right here in the MPR. Tell your friends and come have fun and for a chance to win some really cool prizes. The event starts at 8 p.m. and ends at 10 p.m. Some of the prizes that we have to offer are a TV, Xbox, PS5, and much more. Tomorrow, we hope for you all to join us for Winterfest, where we will have giveaways and a host of DIY activities, from blankets to stuffed animals and much more. On Saturday, we are hosting our third and final bus trip this semester. Deposits are still being accepted until 12 p.m. tomorrow. So if you or anyone else would like to go, please hand those in to our office manager, Lori, in the SU office suite. The bus will depart from the SC at 6 a.m. Please get there by 5:30 to check in and receive your deposit back. Other than that, we hope you all have a great rest of your semester. Thanks.
CFB.
Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. As always, CFB is looking for our secretary position to be filled. If you're interested or know someone who is interested in joining our wonderful CFB family, let us know by emailing us at cfb@sunypoly.edu. Also, as the last week of programming has passed, we have asked clubs to start scheduling events for the next semester, and we have also asked clubs to start looking at purchasing club-specific apparel for the next semester, being spring 2024. Besides that, CFB is just kind of wrapping everything up. Clubs are doing great, and we've had a great semester in terms of clubs and club events. We are looking forward to our club's future events. Besides that, hope you all have a great day and drive safe.
Wildcat Media.
All right. Wildcat Media's Poly Feud event had great attendance. Casino night is tonight. Wildcat Media will be providing music. I yield.
Wildcat Esports.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to announce that 2 of our teams are making strides through their leagues. Our Rocket League Team A is currently in the finals of the SUNY League, looking for a back-to-back win this year, and our Overwatch Team A is in the semifinals of the ECAC League. I'm also going to be working with 2 local schools who are very interested in our esports program over the winter break into the spring semester. I yield.
We will now move on to old business, seeing that our reports have been concluded. Bill 2324-05, Senator Totino.
Accept Bill 2324-05.
Seeing as this is a committee bill, you may proceed.
We, the members of student government at Utica of SUNY Poly, as represented in the Senate, do enact as followed. This bill updates the financial policy from various bills that were passed throughout the 2022-2023 academic year.
Do we have any discussion on this bill? Wildcat Media.
Section 2, where it says, no individual prize shall exceed the limit of more than 400, to no individual prize shall exceed the limit of more than 800.
Do I have a second to that motion? Seconded by Senator Fisher. Do we have any discussion on this? Wildcat Esports.
Why specifically 800?
Wildcat Media.
No reason.
Our president.
So Thomas and I briefly chatted about this.
Thanks.
And 800 seems like an appropriate amount for keeping it within the realm of ethically spending student activities fee money. Meanwhile, creating, inflation has gone up a lot, and we used to give away PS5s and Xboxes like they were nothing when Cabinet Hab were still a thing. However, prices have gone up a lot, and we can't even do that anymore. So 800 is making sure that we're keeping up with the costs of everything and giving away valuable prizes to the students within reason.
Do we have any further discussion? Senator Gunter.
What was the motion again?
The motion was to change Article 4, prizes, Section 2, stating prizes will only be awarded to current SUNY Poly students unless an entry fee has been paid by an outside party. No individual prize shall exceed the limit of more than, and then the motion changes 400 to 800, and each person may claim only one raffle or giveaway prize during an event. Prizes won through skill shall not be limited in quantity. Do we have any further discussion? Seeing no further discussion on the motion, all those who approve, all those who oppose, and all those who abstain. That motion passes 6-0-0. We will move back onto the discussion of the bill. Do we have any further discussion? Seeing Senator Gunchert.
With Article 5, Section 1, there is mention of the Factory Times newspaper. Should that be removed or instead changed to Wildcat Media for printing, as it is excluding the printing cost for posters? I yield.
Our treasurer.
Just looking at that whole section, that might just be something we have to deal with in budget committee. Just something we might have to deal with, making a budget amendment with that, because there's probably a lot more than just there with factory time. Other things that might be no longer affecting anything really in there that we can find. So I probably maybe bring this in budget committee next semester. We'll work on it.
Do we have any further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, we will move on to voting for this bill. All those in favor? All those who oppose? And all those who abstain? That motion passes 6-0-0. That concludes our old business. We will now move on to new business. We have no new business. We will now move into open forum. Do we have any discussion for open forum? Seeing no discussion from open forum, do we have any swear-ins? Seeing that there are no swear-ins, do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn by Senator Fisher. Do I have a second? Seconded by Senator Gunchert. Do we have any discussion on adjournment? Senator Gunchert?
Rish?
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion on adjournment? Seeing none, all those who approve, all those who oppose, and all those who abstain. Adjournment passes 6-0-0. We are adjourned